This is William broadcasting from Norman, Oklahoma. It is 12:15 p.m. on Sunday, December the 28th. Um, uh, I've just got a little short broadcast today. Just want to tell you a few things I've learned about the Bank of Amsterdam. The Bank of Amsterdam, established in 1609, is the predecessor to our Federal Reserve System through the Bank of England. Um, and we fought a Revolutionary War to stop that from happening, but it happened anyway when George Washington and the cherry tree guy and Hamilton um, gave that power to Hamilton's friends and Washington's friends. They became our uh, first bankers. Um, the Bank of Amsterdam, 1609, was a publicly owned bank by the city of Amsterdam, and it. Hi there from Amsterdam. I'm telling you about your bank. Um, that's the Bank of Amsterdam, established in 1609, was a public bank, um, and it funded the slave trade. So people that want to make banks public and think that's good, you got to watch out for the public. That's the problem with public banks, is the public. And we've got to make sure with the Occupy the Need Act that we slackers are the ones that make the act come into place, and we're the ones that keep the act and come into place, and that we're the ones that control the money, not the Puritans. The United States, uh, oh, Amsterdam, Netherlands. That's who we're talking about. Matthews, glad to see you too. Thanks for corresponding with me. And so they, uh, yeah, it's the public that we've got to watch out for, and uh, and I'm afraid the United States is a nation founded by Puritans, Puritan forefathers, all of them, and 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 most all our friends are Puritans, and we've got to put those people back on the Mayflower and send them out to sea without their passports, never to return to port again. Uh, Hello there, uh, Diane Barrow from Grogan. Where is that? Tell me where that is, please. And so, anyway, I wish I had more time, but I've got to get to lunch. I got a lunch date, and I was sitting here, and I thought, well, hell, I'll just do a little broadcast. And now we got friends on here. I appreciate that much. Yeah, Netherlands has a colorful history. Exactly. Um, and so, okay, you're in the Netherlands. So okay. So anyway, yeah, the Bank of Amsterdam was really our first modern bank, and and it became uh, later the methods there transferred to the Bank of England, and then the methods transferred to us with the Federal Reserve System. Somebody asked a friend the other day what the Federal Reserve did, and he said loans, loans upon loans upon loans upon loans. Exactly. That's what the federal system does. And with the Need Act, you've got in a broadcast that I'm a monetary reformer, and and we're promoting the Need Act, which was uh, of the no, we don't want gold. Gold is actually the gold standard is actually what caused the demise of the Roman Empire. Whoever controls the creation of money controls a nation. And if it's gold that is the money that's created, then the ones that own the gold control the nation. I don't think that's what we want. Law, money is a creation of law, and we can make whatever we want into money. And and the Need Act creates a new U.S. dollar. It ends the Federal Reserve System, puts it in the Treasury, nationalizes it. That scares a lot of people. Nationalize it. Actually, we're going to buy it, and well, good. They got a lot of gold, but gold is not money. Uh, a something you dig out of the ground is not what we use as money. What we use as money is what we decide to use as money. In the U.S., it's the dollar, and uh, it's used to pay taxes, and that pretty much defines what money is. And and gold is not money. Okay, we got to get that through our heads that we have to be in control of creating the money. And the Need Act puts us in control. Right now, it's in the control of the bankers because all money is created when bankers create a debt. That's where money comes from. When a banker creates a debt, uh, you got money in the system. And here's exactly how it works. Say you want a new car, $70,000 for the new car. So you walk into your banker's office and say, "Man, Joe, I need $70,000. I found this car that I really, really want." And he says, "Oh, okay, Joe, sit down here. Let me look at your credit." And he does that. He gets on the computer and looks at your credit and says, "Oh, you got good credit. Let me fill out some papers here." And he does that, and they sign the papers. And then the banker turns back around to his computer and goes, "The banker created the money right then. It wasn't in a vault. It wasn't gold anywhere or anything else. It wasn't anything that anybody had given to the bank to be able to loan out. It was, he created it right then when he punched that button." And he says, "Charlie, look at uh, look at your phone, and you'll see that $70,000 in your account." So sure enough, it's there, and that money was created right then. And uh, on the way out, Joe asked Charlie, says, "Charlie, you do have a job, don't you?" "Well, yeah." "Well, guess what? Charlie is a debt slave from there on till that loan is paid off to the banker. He has to live this lifestyle that the banker requires him to live. He has to keep his job. He has to do what the boss says." Uh, Now, we're going to fix all of that because uh, Charlie's not going to have to go to the bank to buy to borrow money for a car unless he wants to, but because he's going to have free transportation. Yeah, all he's going to have to do is get on his cell phone, punch a few buttons, tell the car company, which will be a government-owned car company, what he wants, and 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 where he's going to go, how many of them is going to be, when's he going to leave, is he going to go somewhere else. He gives the instructions to the car, and the car shows up, his front door, gets in it, goes on. Charlie's not going to have to pay car payments. He's not going to have to buy fuel. He's not going to have to maintain the car. He's not going to have to pay insurance for the car, unless, of course, he wants a car and he's got the income to do that. But it's not going to be required to have transportation or a a, uh, a guaranteed annual income like $50,000 a year, which would be what the minimum wage would be if minimum wage had kept up with the increase in productivity since the 1950s. Yeah, they changed how they uh, uh, determined the minimum wage in 1968 away from increase in productivity because that was given too many people too damn much money. And uh, our politicians don't want us to have too much money. We might have independence, And if we had a $50,000 a year guaranteed annual income, we would have independence. Okay. Good. You subscribe. Yeah. I come out of a group uh, that has formed the Banking and Monetary Reform Committee of the Green Party of the United States. Not saying you got to be in the Green Party. I'm not in the Green Party, but I'm a delegated observer to that group, and these people are all my friends that come from a long time from out of the American Monetary Institute, monetary.org. That's where we come out of. Well, you guys, I'm going to have to go, but anyway, the NEAT Act that we're promoting, HR 2990 of the 112th Congress, uh, uh, nationalize the Federal Reserve, puts ends the power of bankers to create money, and it gives us the power, and we create money and put it in, spend it into the economy, uh, which is exactly how the 13 colonies did it with their continentals. Exactly. In the colonies, there were no poor, full employment, building infrastructure, and hell, paid for a war that defeated the most powerful navy and nation in the world. And we did it with money that we created. So, okay, I'm going to stay safe. You stay safe. Yeah, uh, uh, do take a look at uh, the NEAT Act. And you can also go to a place called NEED Act, NEEDACT.org. That's our Green Party Banking and Monetary Reform Committee's website. And you send me a message, and I will give you a copy of our basic document, which is The Lost Science of Money by Stephen Zarlinga. I've met the man, been to many of his meetings, argued with him, uh, uh, and been totally involved. And that's where I met the people that are on the Green Party committee. And okay, I got to go. I wish I didn't have to go, but you, everybody, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye now.